general health and necessary precautionary management of scientific goat rearing. So the goat, what we know as poor man's cow, in a humorous way, one of my friends said in Bengali that যদি থাকে বাপের ঋণ গরু বেচে ছাগল কিন. That means if you have the loan of your fathers to pay, you can sell your cow and buy goat. Whatever. Actually, goats act as the working bank for rural poor. Goats are the among first livestock that has been domesticated around 10,000 years ago. They have an odd eye and their pupils show ecological niches as a grass-eating prey animals. Means goats have some unique eye features that helps them to see in a wide range. And for their vertical pupil, it helps them to broadline the sight and a panoramic view. They have side slanted eyes. They even can rotate their eyes more than 50 degree, which is 10 times than the human beings, which allows them to keep their eyes level with ground even when they bend their head for grazing, which actually called cyclovergence. Goats are born with teeth. They have unique stomach. Their stomach are made up of four compartments. The milk, what we got from the goat, is popular around the globe. The cashmere fabric, which is a silky material, is very expensive and got from this species only. Here, we can see that in 2007, in 18th census, the total goat population in India was 140.54 million, which has been decreased in 2012 and become 135.17 million in 2012, whereas it has again gained its growth in 2019 in 20th livestock census and has become 148.88 million and become the India as the second largest goat populated country in the world. Here I have given 10 highest states in India which are highest in goat population. Here we can see that the Rajasthan is the largest or first highest populated in goat, which is 20.84 million. And the second highest state is West Bengal. And I am proud of that I am from West Bengal, which is 16.28 million. And the third largest is Uttar Pradesh, 14.48 million, and the others so on, like Bihar, 12.82 million, Madhya Pradesh, 11.6 million, Maharashtra, 10.6 million, Tamil Nadu, 9.89 million, Jharkhand, 9.12 million, Odisha, and Karnataka at 6.17 million. Why this goat rearing or goat farming is so populated and so interesting in India? Because goat the initial investment for goat farming is very less due to their small body size, docile in nature, and management is very effortless. Goats are friendly animals and they enjoy being with people. Goats are prolific breeders. Twinning generally is common, and triplet and quadruplets are rare. They achieve sexual maturity at the age of 7 months, both for male and female. The gestation period in goats is short at the age of 12 to 14 months. The gestation period is about 150 plus minus 5 days. So they attain the age of 12 to 14 months to start their milking. In farm condition, both male and female goats value is equal. There is no religious taboo like other species like cattle or buffalo and their meat consumptions. Even the goat meat, mainly from Black Bengal, is world famous. Not only the meat, but also the skin of Indian goat, specifically Black Bengal goat, is excellent. Besides this, goats are ideal for mixed species grazing. Goats are coping of needs. They can be utilized as and when required the money. As the returns from goat is in very short time, so the goat farming is very popular. Transformation of fodder into nutritious protein. As I have already said, that goats having their four compartment in a stomach, in their stomach, so they can transform the fodder that cannot be utilized as human food into nutritious protein. In drought-prone areas, the risk of goat farming is very less. That's why we can see that Rajasthan is the highest goat producing state in India. The goat meat is linear, which is very low cholesterol and low energy diet. So it can be consumed for every person, like the old person or who are in diet. Goat meat, that is chicken, is preferred over mutton because of its chewability. Chicken consists of 20.3% of the total meat production of India, and its demand is in increasing trend. The slaughter and dressing operations and meat disposal is less environmental hazardous. Goat milk also is very easy to digest, non-allergenic, and has antifungal and antibacterial properties, which also can be used for treating urogenital diseases of fungal origin in humans. Goat is termed as walking refrigerator for the storage of milk, and they can be used for milking several times in a day. Goats are 2.5 times more economical than sheep on free-range grazing system. Goat creates employment for the rural besides their other professions. Goats are needed for traditions and festivals, mainly in our state. In India, generally goats used to farm in free range or semi-intensive system. But as the demand of recent era of our India or in our economic conditions to cope with our recent situations, we have to we have to change into the commercializations of goat farming. The commercializations of goat farming is important to create opportunity of self-employment to human resources, youths, women who remain wastage in our country, and to enhance their self-respect and to maintain their social status. The commercializations of goat farming also can increase income generation through scientific goat farming in a traditional way also. It can reduce a large volume of crores of rupees to import from neighboring country. Besides this, most people from different religious sectors love chickens, and thus the demand of the meat is an increasing trend in our country. And this is the only possibility to meet the supply through commercializations. Here, I have identified 10 best goat breed reared in India in commercialized goat farm. That those are Boer goat, Barbary goat, Malwa goat, Shirohi goat, Telangana Black Bengal, Jomunapari goat, Osmanibadi goat, Sanen goat, and Bittul goat. The Boer goat developed in South Africa, and it can be reared in all types of climates. Boer goat has immunity to diseases than the local breed and can give 100% twin birth. The Barbary has a small and robust body with a characteristic wide body and does not feel interested in grazing. They are generally farmed as a stall feed animals. As like that, Sirohi, Jomunapari, Osmanabadi, Sanen, all all the goat breeds are very good And as I am from West Bengal, and also the Black Bengal goat is the world famous goat breed. We are very proud that India has such a good breed that is mainly its meat and beside this its skin. The Black Bengal goats found in West Bengal, Assam, Odisha, Bangladesh. Black Bengal goats can thrive in a variety of environments and can tolerate harsh weather conditions. Black Bengal has the consistency to resist many diseases. Black Bengal is generally known as a high qualification with multiple birth and mostly they give birth of twins. Black Bengal goat having quality children and are in highest demand. Skin quality of the Black Bengal is also very good and used to make camel's leather. The feed demand of the Black Bengal goat is also very low. Black Bengal goat attained early sexual maturity at the age of 7 months. The Black Bengal goat is dwarf in breed. That is only disadvantage because people generally don't want that breed only. And docile in nature, the edible diet means Black Bengal goats can eat many vegetables and many kind of grasses, and they can convert it into a good meat, good quality meat, good quality chicken. But in a matter of fact, it can be said that many many breeds among many breeds, Black Bengal goat is very fine and very demanding in whole world. In India, three types of goat farming systems is generally used. One is extensive or free range system. Second one is semi-intensive, and third one is intensive system. Here, extensive or free range system. In this extensive or free range systems, here the animals are allowed for grazing into entire pasture for a whole season. This extensive or free range system is generally used for migratory farmers, transhumans, free range systems, or range grazing systems. The feed cost in these systems is very low, and the pasture is generally used as a rotational method for uh, continuous providing the feed and to avoid the disease uh, less to avoid the parasitic infestations. The extensive or free range systems of goat farming is generally used in hilly region and in the places where grazing land and forest area is available. The another type of goat farming system is semi-intensive goat farming systems. This semi-intensive goat farming system is extensive in management and with control grazing. That means the animals are allowed to graze for 8 to 12 hours in a daytime and also supplemented with concentrates. The animals get shelters at night under the shade. The feed cost is higher than the extensive method, but lower than the intensive method. In this method, we can utilize the unproductive land during the lean period. In semi-intensive system, we can manage large flocks with profitable gain. In intensive system of goat farming, this is mainly used for commercial goat farming. In these systems, we can confine the animals with a limited access to land. Here we used zero grazing system, means we stall fed the animals, we collected the roughages or leguminous food or fodder, and we will supply concentrate for their feeding. Provide a balance. We can provide a balanced feed mixture. The feed cost in these systems is very high. Besides this, the capital investment is also very high. But in as an advantage, we can control and supervision the goats very easily and perfectly. Thus, space requirement is also very less in these intensive systems. Here are the some of common management practices recommended for goat farming: housing management, general management, selections of breeding stock and its management, breeding care, care of kids, care of young stocks, care and management of doe, care during pregnancy, feeding management, protection against diseases, and marketing management. Housing management. In case of housing management, we have to understand that the construction of shade is should be on dry and properly raised ground. In case of low-lying and heavy rainfall areas, the floors should be preferably in elevated areas. The shade should not be less than 10 feet and should have a good ventilation. Bugs should be housed in individual pens. Those can be housed in groups of 60 per pen. Provide proper shade and cool drinking water in summer. The disposal of dung and urine should be proper. Give adequate spaces for all the animals and avoid overstocking or crowding. Here, these are the sum of sheds or houses that is available in a commercial farm. General flock shed. General flock shed are the sheds that are used for adult breeding does. Each shed should accommodate about 50 to 60 does. Sheds should be partitions to make pens to accommodate 10 to 12 does in each. The space requirement in this flock shed is about 1.7 square meter per does. The another kind of shed is found is for bugs. Bugs are generally housed individually. They require an area about 3.4 square meter. The kidding shed, pregnant animals are generally housed in this kind of shed. They housed individually. Kidding shed also contain kidding boxes, which was which is 1.5 square meter with a wall of 1 meter high. And in the winter seasons, the necessary extra care like room heater and other accessories should be provided in the kidding shed. These are the kid shed from weaning. Generally, we wean the kid at the age of 19th day, or we can roughly say after 3 months. So from weaning up to attaining maturity, these kid sets are used to house these kids, probably in groups, to accommodate 20 kids a loose stall with a pen area of 17 square meters. And the other kind of shed generally found in commercial farm is segregation shed. Segregation shed provided for small segregation, like the sick animals or the newly bought animal as a quarantine shed. About 3.6 square kilometer is desirable when the herd is large. These are the sheds commonly found in commercial farm. In case of general management, these are some of general managemental procedures we have to maintain to continue our commercialized farm. So first of all, identification and data recording. So to identify a goat, we generally use to tag the animals. Tagging can be done in a various way. Here we can see the pictures in an electronic ear tag. Here, one electronic ear tag is used to tag the animals. Here, the numbers has been written on that electronic ear tag and which is attached in the earlobe generally. The second method is tattooing. Tattoo generally done in the inner side of the ear, and the other is visual ear tag, which is made up of plastic. For tagging, we generally use this kind of tagging machines. We should be kept in mind that the vein and other hard cartilages should be avoided during tagging. In case of data recording, following data records should be maintained in a scientific goat farm, like heart strength register, second one is birth register, third one is growth register, fourth one is service and feeding record, fifth one is disease and treatment record, and the last one, death record. In heart strength register, there can be recorded age group wise total number of animals, number of male and number of female individuals. In case of birth register, we can see the date of birth, sire number or sire name, sire identification name or number, dam identification name or number of kids born in that time, the sex of the kid, and kid identification number. And in growth register, we can count 0 day weight of the kid, their height, their weight, and generally we used to keep the register as on 0 day, as on the 3 month of the day, 3 month of the kid's age, 6 month of its age, 9 month of its age, and 12 month of its age. Beside this, the service and kidding register contain the name of the female, or I should rather say the identification number of the female goat, date of service, the bark number with which the service has been done, expected date of kidding, actual date of kidding, number of kids born, and the sex of kids. In case of disease and treatment record, we can find that the animal identification number, diseases, their treatment, vaccinations record, deworming record, next due date of vaccinations, next due date of deworming, and other remarkable things. And in case of death record, we can find the animal identification number, its sex, date of death, its cause of death, postmortem report, and any other remarkable data. So, the other in general managemental procedure is castration. Castrations generally done to get higher body weight and a good quality meat. Male kids generally castrated who are not used for the productive purpose and with genetic deformities. Castration is based at the age of 3 months old. With a bardijo, we can castrate the animals with bardijo castrator as a closed method and also by surgical method or open method. Culling is also a very popular and general managemental system. The animals should be culled with slow growth rate, congenital defects, old age animals like after 8 and 9 years of age, the animals who are with chronic debilitating disease, the animals should be culled. And another general managemental procedures is hoof trimming. As goat have hooves, we can find sometimes as uh, hoof disease like foot rot. So time to time, hooves should be trimmed with wire saw or trimmer. Here is a pictorial diagram how we can perform the hoof trimming procedure. We can use hoof trimmers also and also wire saw. But hoof trimmers is very easy to use, but wire saw is little bit of hazardous procedure. Another matter of concern is selection of breeding stock and its management. So, for commercial farm, firstly, we have to purchase the stock from a reliable breeders or from nearest livestock markets. Animals in good health and having good physical features must be purchased with the consultation of the veterinarian or experienced persons. Purchase of animals which are ready to breed and in prime stage of production. Identify the newly purchased animals by its suitable identification marks. Vaccinate the newly purchased animals against the diseases and keep them under observation for about 15 days and then mix with the general flock. Unproductive and old animals at the age of 6 years and above should be culled properly and should be replaced by newly purchased animals. Animals are to be bred at the interval of 8 to 9 months for its maximum productivity. Avoid the kidding during peak periods of summer and winter. Breeding care content, it should be planned to contain 3 kidlings in 2 years period by adopting managemental conditions, good managemental conditions. For every 25 does, one buck should be provided in one breeding season. The animal should be bred 12 hours after the onset of first symptom of its heat to maintain the maximum conceptions. Unbreedable animals must be examined properly and directed by veterinary doctor for prompt elimination of the causes of anistum and if required, then cull them. After this breeding care, the care of kids should be taken. The care of kids immediately after birth, the nose and body should be cleaned from any entangled membrane, mucus, and take care of newborn kids by providing guardrails. We have to treat or disinfect the navel cord with a tincture iodine as soon as it is cut with a sharp knife. The kid should get a first drink of colostrum within 30 minutes of its birth to provide energy and immunity and to expel meconium, the first species. We have to feed the kid daily 400 to 600 of milk depending on body weight and we have to take care that the kid should not be overfeeded or underfeeded because that can cause digestive problems and growth problems. When the kids are in 3 weeks, start kid starter. Chaff, green, hay, grain can be provided as per their age. Protect the kids during the first 2 months from extreme weather conditions. Dehorn the kids during the first 2 weeks of age if necessary. The male kids should be castrated at the age of 3 months for better quality milk productions. First deworming should be done at the 4th week of age. We have to vaccinate the kids as per the recommended schedule. Uh, we should wean the kids at the age of 8 weeks. The proper selection of kids based on their initial body weight and weaning weight should be initiated by maintaining the records and should be used for replacing the culled adult stock as a breeders. After the care of kids, we should take care of young stocks. To take care of young stock, we should protect the kids from being butted by the others. We should provide good, clean water and feed. Keep the kids in a well ventilated space. Avoid dampness and protect them from cold and chilled weather during winter. Give adequate exercises to grown up kids, mainly for male kids. Supply good quality concentrate feed as well as fodder for proper rumen development. Periodic deworming is advocated. Firstly, we have said that at the age of 1 month, we can deworm first, and up to 6 months of age, in the interval of 1.5 months, we can administer the dewormer. Male kids not required for breeding purposes should be castrated at the age of 3 months. Kids should be weaned at 9 days of age. We should take care also the doe. The care and management of doe is done. Does attain their sexual maturity at as early as 7 months of their old. Does comes into heat every 18 to 24 days, on an average 21 days of their estrous cycle. The duration of the heat period is generally 2 to 3 days. The breeding season is separated throughout the year, and under good feed and good managemental systems, 2 pregnancies can be achieved in a year. Generally, those can be used up to 7 years of age, which can be extended as their good productive capacity. Here, we can see the time of hitting and their mating time, time of mucus sheen. If we can see the mucus membrane, mucus coming out from the female is in the morning, we can mate the female at the same day from evening till morning. And if the time of mucus sheen is noon at the daytime, we can mate the female on the next day from morning to till noon. And in case of evening time, we can mate the animal next day from morning till noon. After this mating, the care during pregnancies. Separate the pregnant doe from the flock. Give adequate clean water, fodder, and feeds as and when required. In the advanced stage of pregnancy, the does must be transformed to single pane and separately earmarked. Spaces for kidding box should be provided, and the set should be disinfected properly. After kidding, the dose should be provided with a hot bran mess for 2 days. The hoops of the dough should be trimmed before transferred into the kidding pen. From 1 week before kidding, we should check the udder, vulva, and base of the tail of the animal. Care and management of bark should also be done. The male gates also become fertile at the age of 7 months and are capable of breeding. The bark should be kept in free range and made to cover 3 to 5 kilometers each day for sufficient exercise for their maximum productivity. One male is considered sufficient for 20 to 25 to 30 does. During mating time, buck usually runs after the does without eating. So farmers should pay attention to the buck's weight. Sometimes the egg with flour have to be mixed and fed to the buck to restore its health condition. Time to time, buck's hooves should also be trimmed. The feeding management. Generally, the basic feeds goat eat are fresh water, 5 liters per day, grasses and leaves, grains and concentrations, and minerals and salts. But in India, generally, we have plenty of grazing lands and forest areas. So, the rural farmers should ensure bushes and shrubs for browsing the animals. In alternative to the above, a supply of cultivated fodder from farm or surrounding farms can be ensured. Offer roughages ad libitum. As a thumb rule, we can say two-thirds of the energy requirements should be made through providing roughages. Half of the roughages should be leguminous green fodder, and other half should be grasses or tender tree leaves. Here, I have given the requirement of forage and fodders for goats based on their weight. In a growing kid, up to 10 to 15 kg weight, they needed 2 to 3 kg per day forage or fodder. In case of small goat, it required 4 kg per day. In case of medium goat, up to 25 kg body weight, 5 kg per day. And in case of big goat, 6 kg per day. The concentration we can provide is of our choice and availability. We have to look into the protection against diseases. Disease means deviation from health. So we have to first identify the illness. So alert for signs of illness such as reduced feed intake, fever, abnormal behavior, discharges, etc. Consult the nearest veterinarian or veterinary aid center for help in the illness. Protect the animals against common diseases by giving proper vaccinations and deworming. In case of outbreak of any contagious diseases, immediately segregate the animals from healthy ones and take necessary diseases to control the infections. Examine the feces of adult animals to detect the egg of internal parasites and administer the suitable drugs. Provide clean and uncontaminated feed and water to minimize the health deteriorations. Strictly follow the recommended vaccine schedules as given below. Biosecurity. Security should be proper from transmission of infectious diseases, parasites, and pests. We should keep in mind that the stock should be bought from reputed breeders. We should know their health status of the animals, maintain a close herd, limit the sowing or exhibitions, quarantine the animals at least for 15 days. Don't loan or share bucks. Don't bid doors for other producers. Don't mix your animals with others. Don't share equipments until disinfected. Limit access to your animals. Control predator and stray animals like dogs, jackals, and other, and even different kind of birds. How we can recognize the sick and ailing goats? Sick goat shows as follows: droopy or poor body conditions with no appetite. They will stay aloof from herd. They will lose their smartness and hair rising, standing hunch. The skin should be coarse and dull. Their growth rate should be low. Red eye, runny and watery eyes. Pulse speed should be low than normal. Touching interior side of their thigh, we can understand the pulse rate, or we can use stethoscope. Breathing, varying temperature than usual, stinking breathing, etc. By seeing all these signs and symptoms, we can understand the animals are deviated from its healthy conditions. Here I have given some of the general health issues found in infield conditions. Bloat means in these conditions, the stomach becomes enlarged due to overeating or eating damp and very old fodder, by overeating legume, pasture, or crops, or by overfeeding the concentrate feeds. In the beginning, they become depressed. They will lose appetite, and diarrhea can also be seen. Bulging starts from left flank, as in the left side, the rumen is there. So after that, they started difficulty in breathing, striking legs, and bleeding. In some cases, or in severe cases rather, goat death is found in pasture also. The treatment, we should take the necessary precautionary treatment as the signs comes. First of all, we should take into considerations to avoid formation of extra gases, and we can treat the animals accordingly by using different antibiotics and other necessary actions. Diarrhea in goat. Diarrhea generally found in small kids usually causes diarrhea by consuming impure milk or excessive milk or cholesterol. Certainly, changes environmental conditions may cause diarrhea. It looks like pain in belly, not interested in feeding and watery fishes. If diarrhea persists for a long time, body may go with dehydration. They will not be able to stand, and goat's eye and temple get shrunken. So in this condition, we should take the necessary actions. We should restore the condition from where the diarrhea has been started. We should remove the causative agent and then restore their body condition by using different antibiotics and fluid therapy. Pneumonia in goat. This pneumonia in goat may be caused due to different viruses, bacteria, parasites, and environmental effects. The goats can be seen drooping in the beginning and rises its temperature, started cough, dark discharges from nose can be seen. They started difficulty in breathing and take fast breathing as they cannot able to take proper breathing. These kind of symptoms should keep in mind that the animals had got pneumonia. So keep them separately. The sick goats from hard managed transportations of goats with less stress, and keep the animals in a dry and covered set. In case of pneumonia, different kind of antibiotics as and when required is given. Foot rot may be seen in goat due to mixed bacterial infections. The goat's hoof become painful, due to which the goats are unable to stand properly. It will hamper the growth and its normal body conditions. Suddenly, the goat started limping at the beginning, and the inflammation between hooves started. Sometimes pus also can be seen, and the wound inside the hooves are become worse, and goat cannot stand. In this condition also, the causative agent or causative criteria should be removed fast and used antibiotics and local treatment for the foot rot. Another condition we got bubble foot. This bubble foot may be due to different bacteria infections. Sometimes viral infection also can be the cause of bubble foot or arthritis in goat. Mainly, caprine arthritis encephalitis virus or retrovirus can be the causative agent. Sometimes septic arthritis means the wounds from outside can cause the arthritis. Epiphysitis means the end of the long bone inflammation can cause the arthritis. In this kind of arthritis, joint pain, joint swelling, restricted movement, lameness is seen. In case of kid of below 6 months, the encephalitis can be seen in this kind of arthritis or mainly caprine arthritis encephalitis virus infections. So here we can enter antibiotics uh, in the intra-articular junctions, or sometimes due to some mineral deficiency or some nutritional deficiency, it can be caused, and so we have to provide accordingly and help them to stand again. The another condition is mastitis in goat. This mastitis in goat means mastitis is mean inflammation of the udder. How can we understand it is mastitis? In this case, we can see uneven udder. Udder is very hot, swollen, painful. The animals became sick. Sometimes they started off-feeding and got fever, reduced milk production. In acute mastitis can also be different types. In acute mastitis, animals may have fever, stiff gait, and sometimes we cannot understand, before understanding that what happened to the animal, it can got dead. The another type of mastitis is blue bug mastitis. This blue bug mastitis is generally caused by the bacteria Staphylococcus aureus or sometimes Pasturella. 80% cases, the animals die. In this blue bug mastitis, half of the udder may slough off. Here we can see the picture. In subclinical mastitis, this is the commonest form of mastitis. In this mastitis, we can see the clotted milk or flakes in the milk. Here we can see in the picture. The milk production becomes reduced. We can treat the animals by administering different antibiotics. In chronic mastitis, 15 to 40 times more prevalent than the clinical form of long duration mastitis. This chronic mastitis is very difficult to detect. Only we can understand the milk production has been reduced and adversely affect the milk quality. Sometimes even the udder become normal. Udder remain normal and non-painful. So it is very difficult to detect. In this mastitis also, different kind of antibiotics is used, and in case of early detection, it is reversible. So we can treat the animals. The another condition is caseous lymphadenitis or CL. In this case, usually external abscesses in skin or lymph glands we can see. These caseous lymphadenitis generally caused due to tuberculosis, pseudotuberculosis organism. The pus in external abscesses is in pale green color. Disease generally affect animals more than 6 months of age. The organism can survive in soils for 1 year. So complete surgical excision is the only procedure to maintain these situations. We should avoid skin injuries and purchase the animals from caseous lymphadenitis pre-stop. PPR or Pestidis petatis ruminitis virus causes this PPR. In these conditions, the animals got fever from 106 to 108 degree Fahrenheit. Goats don't eat fodder and water, and eyes get red. Sometimes the sore will start affecting gum and tongue, and the animals is unable to swallow its feed or water, difficult in breathing process. Feces get watery and sometimes mixed with blood and mucus. There is no effective treatment of PPR. We can only treat the clinical signs and symptoms and provide antibiotics to avoid secondary bacterial growth. Therefore, it is wise to attentively prevent the PPR organism by giving proper vaccinations. We should discuss all the methods and materials used to treat sick goat and purify and disinfectant properly. If the animal died, dig deep hole to put the adequate lime and salt together with carcass of infected goat and cover the hole to avoid further infections. Another condition is FMD. FMD is also caused by virus. It affects less compared to cow, buffalo, or pig, but in goats, severely affected show the symptoms of abortion, feeding difficulty, walking difficulty, etc. Sometimes we can see that the animals salivate, lost appetite, munching mouth, red shore in the mouth, red shore in between hoops and lameness, swollen tongue, abscesses. In this condition, we should cleanse the sore of mouth with salty solution or sometimes iodine solution or potassium permanganate, zinc or copper sulfate solution. Clean the wound of legs with phenol liquid and put ointment. Isolate the sick goat from herd. These conditions also do not have proper treatment. We can only try with symptomatic treatment. In this case also, the annual vaccination should properly given. Recently emerged diseases in India is LSD. LSD mainly caused by lumpy skin disease virus, which is of genus Capripox virus. Generally affects the goats with close proximity of the affected cattle or buffaloes. In these conditions, the animals got fever, nodules on the skin mucosa, and internal organs. The limb adenopathic system symptoms is also seen. The only treatment is symptomatic. So I have given the general disease conditions of goat in India. Besides this, other specific diseases also found. Here, I have given the vaccination schedule generally we use for goats in general, means in field area, not in commercialized area. Commercialized area may also add another 2 or 3 vaccines. Here in field, in West Bengal, we generally use 2 vaccines. One is PPR vaccine and FMD vaccine regularly. PPR vaccine is administered at the age of 3 months old and it should be revaccinated once in every year. And in case of FMD, after 4 months of age and once in every year. So after all of these, the managemental procedures, the productions, we have to market the products. The marketable products of goat farming includes fattened kid, meat, culled animals. So the marketing avenues for the above products are slaughterhouse, either slaughterhouse or milk consuming customers or agricultural farms or exports to other countries. Therefore, the availability of slaughtering facilities or traders who used to take the live animals should be ensured to convert the fatteners into wholesale market or slaughterhouse or butcher shop to convert them as meat or meat products. Further demand for manure from nearby agricultural farms must be ensured. Besides this, the marketing management can only be done with a good transportation system.